Hello, people. We are back for day 15 of our Women's Strength and Grace Challenge. You will need some blocks and a blanket if you feel like you need padding for your knees or towel. Those are some things that are optional. So we are halfway through our challenge, and I wrote this down so I wouldn't forget. May 28th. So after our challenge is done, which falls on day 30 is May 27th, May 28th at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, I am offering a hybrid full class. So everything we are doing from day 1 to day 30, we're going to pull it all together in a fun and wild class. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. It'll be offered in my studio where I normally teach my local classes. So if you are local to Penfield, New York, Webster, New York, that area, definitely let me know and you can have a space in the class. Just send me an email. The email will be in the description below. And I think this will be super great. If not, I will also have a Zoom link. If you want to join, make sure you let me know. Again, that link is going to be, a little registration link is going to be in the description. So May 28th at 6:15 p.m. Eastern Time, a full live class to celebrate all these days of yoga you've gotten under your belt. All right, let's get started. Today, the theme for this week is strength. So we keep building our strength and our grace. Our grace will be the fourth week. So our micro focus is on the legs and the glutes. Yes, we're going to do some work to tighten up the derriere, which helps our overall health as well as really helps low back. So enough of the intro, let's get started. Come right down onto your back. All the way down onto your back. Give your body this first moment to connect. Rock a little bit. Just feel where your neck feels most neutral. Your shoulders. If you've been standing or sitting at your desk for a period of time, this could feel a little uncomfortable at first. But after a few breaths and practice, you'll notice your back body starts to settle and come into its natural shape of your spine. Take both knees, pull them in. And set both knees back down. Dropping over to the left and to the right. Take your feet a little bit wide here. By taking the feet wide, you'll also engage in a front of the thigh stretch. All right, back through center, hug the knees in. Just warming up the body, creating some circles on the low back. Beautiful. Kind of going in figure eights here, trying to go both directions. And then coming to center, hug the knees right in. Nose comes up. Drop the head, part the knees a little bit and come into happy baby. Make sure your spine's nice and long. So the shins, or the legs rather, the upper leg bones come in like you're trying to tuck them along the sides of your bodies, and the lower legs start to come into a shape that's almost like a right angle. Bottoms of your feet look at the ceiling. Whatever feels good for your low back. If it feels good to rock, maybe even to get a little bit, ooh, I really rock, onto the outside edges of the hips. Whew, we're just freeing up the body. Long stretch. All right. Rebending the knees. Nice long spine. Hopefully you've freed up your back body muscles and around the hips so far. We're going to come into bridge, and we're going to use a block. And the block, since this is a strength process, a strength practice, place that block right between your legs. We're going to really emphasize engagement, including a release. Engage to soften, engage to soften, in order to train the body to do both, find strength and ease. All right, so placing that block between your thighs, just start with giving the block a little hug. And kind of notice, just squeezing the block alone, you might notice the tailbone scooping up. You might notice your abs engaging a little bit. Squeeze and release, squeeze and release. Now one more time, squeeze. Now engage the glutes, hug in those abdominals, anchor your upper arm bones down to the floor, and float the hips. Giving that block a squeeze, squeeze your glute, because this bridge is about building strength. Yes, there are some times where you'll see bridges as a more releasing and relaxing. Ooh, set it back down. This one in particular is about building strength, so we're going to engage our muscles. And then one more time. Give that block a good squeeze. Curl that tailbone a little bit. You're engaging through the front body, through the back body. Press the arm bones down into the floor. Lift and hold. Squeeze that block. Your body might shake a little. That's all good. Beautiful. Release back down. Remove your block just for now. Set it nearby. Hug your knees into your chest and rock side to side. Beautiful. Drop it over to the right and to the left as it feels good into your body. All right, next time you're on your left side, come over onto that side. Set up with both knees bent, and this can be done depending on this, how you're feeling up in your shoulders. This can be done up on elbows or down on the floor. But I would suggest, straightening your arm out so your head rests so it doesn't hang. So either variation, simply find yourself in a choice that is stable. And now, with the inner borders of the feet together, lift the knees and squeeze the glutes. Try not to fall back. Do your best to try to keep your hips stacked. Open and down. Deep breath in. Breath out. Let's do one more. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. You can roll right over or spin around, setting up again. Lift and lower. And as you're lifting, you're engaging the glutes, doing your best to keep these hips stacked. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Come all the way around to tabletop. Hands and knees. Drop the belly, keeping that spine nice and free. Press back to child's pose. Nice. Come on up to hands and knees. And now this time you're going to take your right toes to the back of your mat. Give a little stretch. And then bend that same right leg, having the foot look at the ceiling once again. Just like when we were in Happy Baby, foot to the ceiling. And then lift small amounts. So squeeze your glutes here as you're lifting. 5, 6. If you're engaging, keeping the tailbone tucked just a little tiny bit. The core draws in. And it'll help protect and build the strength around your low back. And one more. Beautiful. Set that side down. Stretch out the left hamstring. Come back to tabletop. Knee bent. Lift. Foot. Step it onto the ceiling. Squeeze the glutes. Step. Squeeze. 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 Beautiful. Come down. Take child's pose. One big breath. Come forward all the way to your upper push-up with knees down. Hold. And then begin to bend the elbows, lowering your heart all the way to the floor. Beautiful. Come onto your mat if you've wiggled off. Bring the arms back behind you. Rest your forehead. So find that space of ease. And then lift your heart, lift your feet, lift your hands to a hover, and lengthen here. Squeeze the glutes and lengthen here. Really squeeze the glutes and lower down. Rest a cheek. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. Lift up. Lengthen. Back of the head. If you want to, bring the fingertips to the back of your head. Just as a quick reference. Sometimes it's hard to tell if your chin is lifting up or not. And release. Switch to the other cheek. And come back to center. Lift. Strengthen. Squeeze. And lower back down. Woo, beautiful. All right, bring your hands right by your low ribs. Gather up. Squeeze and push into your hands as you come back to child's pose. And, all right, this one right here is a fun one. We're back in tabletop. Take a big breath in. Tuck your toes for this one. Tuck the tailbone a little bit. And what you're going to do is lift the knees just a tiny, tiny bit. Like you can slide a piece of paper underneath. and release. We'll do this a total of 5 times. So lift, squeeze, hug it in, and release. That's 2. Lift, squeeze, let it go. Lift, squeeze, let it go. Last one, lift, squeeze, and let it in. Woo, feels great. Swing your legs back around and down. I love these little practices that you can build on 15-ish minutes every day. Hug it in. And it really, really does add up. You know, if you've stuck with it thus far, place your right ankle over the left leg and draw the left knee in. You can hold behind the back of your left leg if you choose. But stop and think about, this is the midpoint, and if you've done every practice up to now, or maybe you've doubled back and chosen a few that are your favorites, just think of how you're feeling, and you managed to kind of carve out this sacred time for yourself. This sacred time for yourself. Because there's nothing more attractive than a woman who honestly takes care of herself. Let's place both feet down on the floor, rock a little bit side to side. You show up a little clearer, cross the opposite ankle over, come into the same thing on the other side. You show up clearer, a little more confident. You're able to say yes, you're able to say no when it fits. Maybe your energy's shifting already. And sometimes you get a little more fatigued before the energy shows up. That does happen sometimes too. All right, last one, and then we come to rest. Let's bring the bottoms of your feet together. Let your knees fall open. Let your arms fall open. Simply begin to connect with your breath. Gradually extending the length of each inhale and exhale. Bringing more oxygen to your body. Calming your nervous system. And really working to create the environment for optimal health. Gently bring the knees together, roll onto your side, and come up to a seat. Thank you so much for practicing. It's just an absolute honor to be here and show up for you and create these programs. I'd really, really love your feedback. It would be super helpful if you drop those comments down below. And if you haven't done so already, get your calendar. Link is in the description. Get your, hit that subscribe and the notification bell so you keep taking care of yourself. I love that you're here. I really do. I love that you're here. This helps to better our world. Big breath in. Long breath out. Namaste. We'll see you for day 16. Great job, everyone.